want to introduce Terry Abbott, Director of Client Experience at SMP, who is going to walk us through Cisco Webex tools, trials, and tips. And with that, I hand it over to you, Terry.
Thank you, Jennifer, and welcome everybody. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to let me talk to you about what Cisco has done with their WebEx platform to help all of us through this COVID-19 pandemic. So with that, let's get started here. Uh, we're all in this now where we have to work remotely. Worldwide COVID crisis changed everything. We need to stay connected with our business and family. It's really important. So much of our life has been very, very connected with, physically for our entire lives, and now we're isolated away in little enclaves of safety around the globe. So we still need to share the information with everybody. And so how do we do that? We need to stay productive. We need to plan for our return to work. That's hopefully going to happen soon, but as it does, it could be protracted. We might see part of the workforce come back and part stay remote for a while. We may see an elastic in and out move. We need to be prepared for that. So with that, Cisco WebEx is a tool that can help connect you to the world. I can tell you that we have been using it extensively, and many of our customers have found it a vital part of their lifeline. So for those that are already current WebEx users, uh, Cisco's provide relief. They realize that the use of this is probably going to go up. And matter of fact, last month, they log 14 billion minutes of meetings. And if you take that and extrapolate out, that's 26,000 years, man years of time, which is just almost unfathomable how it is. But for those customers that already have an enterprise agreement with Cisco, Cisco's going to allow an additional 20% growth for the WebEx meetings and WebEx teams at no extra charge during the waiver period, which, by the way, is, you can see, it's up to May 31st of 2020. For active users, and if you've got these subscriptions, you know what they are. If you don't have them, that can be an additional discussion later on. But for those that have active user subscriptions, Cisco will not factor the increase into the number of active users in determining the average active users during this waiver period. And what that means is, as you recall, with an active user, they look at 3 months of usage before your next year of service, and they determine if you are in compliance with the active users that you said you've had. Because of the spike that this COVID-19 is creating, that number is not going to be factored in. It just would not be fair to do that. So they said, no, we're not going to do that. We'll look at the 3 months before the large rise due to COVID-19. For named user subscriptions, and those people that have one license per user and that's it, Cisco's going to allow customers to expand their license count by 20%. So if you had 100 licenses and you need some more, the Cisco will go, hey, we'll let you go to 120. And they're going to do that for a 90-day period during this waiver, so up till May 31st. So lots of good stuff for those existing WebEx users. If you're new to WebEx, the WebEx Enterprise trial uh, is available for 90 days. We can set these trials up. It's a full featured HD video, content sharing, recording, unlimited meetings, webinars, up to 200 participants. What we're using today is Cisco WebEx Events. That's part of it too. It's the Enterprise Suite. We'll get into that a little bit more. Toll dial in and voice over IP. That's computer audio. I'm using that today. As you can see, I'm completely on that. I'm not using the phone system at all. Desktop and mobile apps, WebEx Teams, Microsoft Exchange Calendar integration, Sync, SSO. Those are all features in there. And if you have an enterprise trial and you're team wants to configure that to do directory and SSO, those features are in there. It has analogs, it has troubleshooting dashboard, device registration, and it's available for 90 days from the start. Now, I can tell you right now, because there was such a large influx of these, there's a pause on starting new trials right now. That pause is until next Monday. So it's not very far away. And in exceptional cases, we can file paperwork with Cisco. And I just had one successfully file last night for a municipality that needed to conduct their town hall, and we got it through. Now, it's no guarantee, but we did get it to go through, and it took us about 36 hours from start to finish to get that turned up. But beginning next week, they're supposed to open it back up, but we can open up trials fairly quickly with customers and new customers about turning this up. That 90-day availability, even though 90 days may go beyond May 31st, it'll be available for that entire 90 days. So this is a little bit about WebEx Enterprise Suite. So I talk about that's what's available. So here's what it is. WebEx Meeting Center, that's what most people use for their meetings. And that is a good platform. It really is. You can have in that up to 1,000 participants in there. Now that can get be a really kind of busy meeting because everybody can kind of collaborate together. So it's really a good collaborative space for people to have meetings, and you can control it if you're the host of the meeting and doing the presenting and be able to mute people back and forth, but it can be a bit of a challenge. WebEx Event Center, which is what we're using today, is a tool that's gotten a lot more notice of late because of the need for people to communicate and disseminate information from a panel of experts where there's a host and several people that are in the panel that are presenting, answering Q&A, things like that. But it's a good package for that. Also in the package that some people may or may not uh, take advantage of WebEx Training Center and Support Center. Those are just what they sound like, uh, delivering training and for support people that need to do support of the remote users. There is a way to use that. I've got a link here in this, and as part of the follow-up, we can get you information on that. But those are the four pillars of the WebEx Enterprise Suite, and you get the functionality of that during this trial. So Cisco also has free personal accounts. There have been many out there that have offered free accounts, and this is nothing new. Cisco's been offering some free accounts for people for quite a while, and if you want to set one of these up for yourself because you want to stay in touch with your family that's out of state, out of county, you can't travel them, that's available too. And you can go to you see webex.com, www.webex.com, and you'll be able to see that you can pick a free account and sign up for that and use that. It's different than what the trial is. It's just the meeting center, and it's just 200 participants, and they have released well, it's 100, I'm sorry, I thought it was 200. It's 100 people. You can add toll dial in. It comes with voice over IP. Uh, in it, you're able to have meetings on the desktop or on your mobile device. You can do screen sharing, recording. There's some cloud storage on it. WebEx Teams, which is a messaging platform, you can do that. So if you wanted to use WebEx Teams with that, let's say I wanted to have communication with my sister in Georgia, we could be in WebEx Teams. We could sharing messages back and forth, pictures, files, what have you, and use that. So there is a personal one also. And if you are in need of that, I highly encourage people for their personal use. Go take a look at that. Give that a try. It's a nice offering from that. For more info, we're here. We have been helping so many people across the Northeast. We're here in Rochester, New York, but our people are all across the Northeast. And when we can, because we are an essential organization and we're helping lots of people stay connected, in certain cases, people have been able to help in person, but we've done a tremendous amount of helping people remotely. Just this morning, I was helping somebody out of the suburbs of Buffalo, conversation going on with southwestern Pennsylvania and a hospital down there, and just on and on and on. It's just been phenomenal how much we've been able to help people, and it's been a real pleasure to do that. We want to continue that. One of our core values is people first, and it's not just words on a logo, on a website, on a wall. We really, really do live that every day. So if you need to contact us more, you can see on the screen here, solutions at SMP-Corp-Corp.com. That's a good place to get us. You can follow us on LinkedIn. You can look at our website. You can contact myself if you need to directly. Thank you for your time today and stay safe out there.